Now, Mr. and Mrs. Martin Hamlin of Hamtramck have announced the engagement of their daughter, Marion, to Russell Bradford of Farmington Hills. Isn't Farmington Hills on the west side? Kick his little keister back to the west side. Excuse me.
Heads of Hamtramck, east of Highland Fire.
Hamtramck is brought to you in part by McDonald's. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. And by Perry Drugstores.
I love this city. And that's what you're expected to say about the town you grow up in. I love it here, especially if some outsiders badmouth your hometown. It's like, oh yeah, this to you. I don't know what this means, but a friend from Sterling Heights taught that to me. He keeps the whole family of ceramic deer out on his lawn, so you know he's a pretty cool guy. Now, let me tell you a secret. I hate this city. It drives me crazy. If you're from Detroit, you know what I'm talking about. Personally, I'm from Hamtramck here. We consider Detroit to be kind of a suburb of Hamtramck. Anyway, yeah, I hate it here. You know what I mean. The winters, the holes in the freeway. Even the Chryslers got them now. You want lodgeability? I'll give you lodgeability. They repaved I-94. Going over to the east side on the Ford Freeway, the middle lane is like a washboard. Nice work, guys. The Lions stink. They tore down Olympia. Man, I miss Gordie Howe. Good old number 9. And what happened to Marty Castillo? And yeah, I'm a real Detroiter. I had both my old new one and my new old one stolen. A Chevy and a Dodge that gave their lives for this town. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm kind of flying off the handle a little bit. My sister's getting married tomorrow to a foreigner. Well, you know, a West Sider. Oh, it's a family crisis. Everybody's freaking out. See, I love my family, but I love them like I love Detroit. I hate my family. So there. Should I feel guilty now or something? Well, hey, give me a break, will ya? I'm no saint, okay? Well, not yet anyway, but I got my application in. There we are, the Hamlins of Hamtramck. Not, by the way, your standard Polish family from Hamtown. By my count, we're a quarter Irish, a third French, 2/5 Armenian, 3/8 Czechoslovakian, and, as Pop says, with a dash of Viking thrown in. I think that all adds up to 138% or so, making it hard to select the correct ethnic festival each summer. But Pop says it all adds up, and nobody argues with my father. Unless, of course, it's my mother.
If Walter makes a scene tomorrow, I'll kill him.
If Walter makes a scene tomorrow, I'll die.
Walter should make a scene tomorrow. They go together all their lives. He's a nice boy from right here in Hamtramck, all stayed in 3 sports, as good as the Pechorics. He graduated high school. She loves him. He loves her. But what? He's no Mr. Farmington Hills.
Dad, I don't love him. That has been over for years. Walter and I could never be happy.
What, you think your mother and I are happy?
How dare you, Martin? I'm happy. I am happy.
No, you gotta marry some guy from Farmington. Farmington. They don't even have alleys in Farmington. You gotta dial 1 to call the guy. It's a rich man's town. Farmington Hills. How come there ain't no Hamtramck Hills? Plus, they got trees out there.
We had beautiful trees here on the east side until the Dutch elm.
Yeah, now we're like Warren. 200,000 people and 4 trees. Whatever. He's not the right guy for you.
Dad, please don't start again.
Look it. He don't bowl. He drives a car I can't pronounce, made in a country that hates us. He drinks wine like that Tom Shoneth guy. And...
Martin, don't say it.
And he ain't Catholic.
Oh.
I told you, not in front of Father John.
What, he can't hear? Besides, he ain't no father, he's my kid.
He ain't your kid, he is a father.
It's true. Would you believe it? I am currently the parish priest for this big happy family. Yep, St. Florian's is right across the road. And I was assigned last fall to my old parish to be assistant to the pastor. The bishop looked on it as an inspired decision. I consider it to be more of an unnatural disaster. I mean, being your own family's priest is like being a referee for WrestleMania. We love each other, you know, but we have our differences, like any family. Take my brother there, Harvey. That hair is registered with the Hamtramck police as a deadly weapon. He and his punk friends hang out all the time up there in Royal Oak, which is even trendier these days in Ferndale. I think Pop, though, has adjusted well to my brother's new look.
You make me sick. Your own father sick to his own stomach from his own son.
Let me alone.
Look at that hair. You look stupid. What are you, from Ohio or something?
Yeah, Ohio, the home of the demon drop.
I'm gonna drop you in a minute.
My family has the East Side Syndrome. They'll argue about anything. For example, I think I hear the Tigers coming up.
Sparky Anderson has ruined that team just to make himself look good.
Don't you attack my Sparky Anderson. I love that man. I said a novena for him today.
A novena. You hear that, Father John? He don't need a novena. He needs a left fielder.
Well, if Sparky Anderson were here tonight, which he is, fortunately, he'd have this to say.
Well, you have to agree with Mom, but you also have to listen to Pop. He's got a pretty good idea. We need a little help in that outfield.
Thanks, Sparky.
Thanks, Woody Allen.
I think the family's a little louder than usual tonight because of Marion's wedding. Oh, by the way, remember Marion Ladowig? Yeah, my dad named my sister after a pro bowler. Anyway, her old boyfriend has been making noises about causing trouble tomorrow. Walter is a classic East Sider. Reminds me of Dave Rosamond, that guy that used to pitch for the Tigers. Walter used to pitch, too, for St. Lad's.
I am saying God loves Ronald Reagan.
What does this have to do with the wedding?
Oh, your mother invited Ronald Reagan to the wedding, her idol.
Mother, why would you do that?
Because we got turned down by the Pope. He sent the blessing, but he'll be a no-show.
Well, at least he RSVP'd.
Hey, Joy Boy, you even know who Ronald Reagan is?
Yeah, the head of the Polish Century Club.
He's the president, you dupa!
Oh, I thought that was Mr. Belvedere.
I'm gonna kill this kid. I'm gonna kill him.
Apparently,
Right now.
Walter said he was going to get Marion's fiance, Russell. Russell Bradford. It's bad enough around here he's from the West Side, but Pop says he can't stand a guy with two last names.
I'm telling you, Coleman Young has never appointed any white person to any city job. Do you know how I know that? Art Cunningham told me. Art is black, so he ought to know.
Art Cunningham, the political expert. Now, if you can imagine this, kids, Art knows a little less than your dad does about politics.
I can't imagine that.
Who's Coleman Young?
Boy, you keep that up. Huh?
Yep, dinner with the Hamlins on the eve of the big day. I don't know about you out there at home, but I've scored it 9 rounds for Mom, 4 for Pop, and 2 even. Referee Arthur Mercanti has it at 6, 6, and 3. Just another typical night here on the East Side. And now the fighters are embracing in the ring.
Mama, isn't it great having the whole family here for another happy dinner?
We should do this more often. This is just like the good old days.
Isn't it, though?
Heartwarming, eh? Now, if Pop can only talk Walter out of making trouble tomorrow, everybody will be happy. See, they work together. Yeah, but Pop got him the job. They work, as we say here on the East Side, over by Lasky's.
Now, Walter, you're Hungarian, right?
Yeah.
Well, then you know the Hungarians invented the hokey pokey.
The dance? No way. That's Polish, I think.
No, somebody told me that. You don't believe me? Ask Art.
Hi, Art.
Hey.
Hey, Art. Tell Martin he's wrong. He said some jerk told him the hokey pokey was invented by Hungarians.
I told him that.
Oh, yeah.
I got it on good authority. Just so happens I learned it from a high journalistic source. The gossip column in the Detroit News.
Oh, it must be true.
Thank God you still read.
Yep. That and the Getting It Straight column in the Free Press keeps me intellectually aware.
That's that mistakes column, isn't it? I tried to read the whole thing all at once. I gave up after an hour.
Hey, Martin, what band you got for the reception tonight?
Oh, I didn't scrimp there. Stan the Man and his all-male polka rascals. He's a real handsome guy.
Hey, Walter, you gonna be there tonight?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know,
Now, Walter, you can do it. Show everybody you got class. Just show up at the reception and, Hey, congratulate the guy.
I don't know, you know. I hope I don't, you know.
Lose your temper.
Yeah, and kill the guy, you know.
Oh, Walter, you can do it. You're part of the family. Show up and show everybody your new maturity. You know, there's nothing like an East Side reception. Come on. You put your left hand in, you take your left hand up, you do a couple of circles, you clap, whatever that song is.
This could be a very interesting evening. You know?
Okay, now the groom pretends he's running away, and you hold him.
I am so nervous. How do I look?
Oh, man, really sharp. How do I look?
Listen, this guy Walter, he wouldn't do anything like cause trouble at the reception tonight, would he?
Who, Walter? Are you kidding? Heck yes.
A 1 and a 2 and a... Hit it, boys!
Yep, Pops pulled out the stops for Marion's wedding. He got everything as a package deal. For one price, he got the band, the hall, the food. He got 3 women who'll go to every East Side wedding and sit by the dance floor with their nylons rolled over their knees. He also got, as part of the package, that one bleached blonde who always gets up and does the twist to somebody's embarrassed nephew. Also, the hall supplied the usual 2 obnoxious kids with red pop around their lips who slide across the dance floor all night in their socks.
Hey, hey, boys, stop annoying the polka rascals. Get out of here, boys. Stop that, stop that. Hit the road.
And finally, the hall also supplied a real tradition for any East Side wedding. A 15-year-old high school kid who's never had a drink before, and he gets sick to his stomach every 45 minutes in the parking lot. Not bad. All this for one price. Plus, a bartender pouring an unlimited supply of highballs and beers.
Martin, we're running out of booze. Everybody's drinking only highballs.
Oh, yeah, you ought to invite your fancy friends. Hey, did Reagan or the Pope show up yet? Oh, look at this. Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, and especially thank you to the fat women in the kitchen for wearing the hairnets while making that wonderful soup-a-boop-a-boop. And now, you men, grab your gal and get your keister onto the dance floor. But don't grab your gal by the keister. That is a little polka joke there. And now let's do that all-time Hungarian favorite, the hokey pokey. Hit it, boys!
Put your left hand in, you pull your left hand out.
Look at the family go. Pop's the only guy I know who paid to take hokey pokey lessons. Now, where's the groom's family? Oh, they're over there. Watching. Oh, dear. Well, I guess you don't see too many hokey pokeys growing up in Farmington Hills. The Bradfords are nice people. It's just that, well, in this situation, they probably feel like Peace Corps volunteers in the wilds of Zug Island.
And now, by a request, a little of that the Beatles type of music there for all of you kids from 8 to 80. A 1 and a 2 and hit it, boys!
That's a good job.
Hey, Bob, come quick.
Slow down, Joy boy.
There's a fight in the parking lot.
It's not Walter, is it?
No, I ain't seen him around, but they're really going at it out there. We gotta break it up.
A real fist fight, eh? Who's winning?
I don't know. I forgot her name.
Let's go.
Come on.
You know, he looks funny, but Harvey's not a bad kid.
Oh, yeah, I like him too. Funny. You know, Harvey's not his real name.
What? Now, we've called him Harvey since he was this high.
You know, that Martin is fast for a fat guy.
He's right, Mrs. Cunningham. My brother picked Harvey for himself. His real name is Florian.
Florian?
Yep. His genius father named him after an entire parish. Florian. Florian Hamlin. I always told him it could have been worse. It might have called him Queen of Angels.
rolling on the river.
Oh, thank God you came, Mr. Shane. The Pope and the President turned me down.
This party is so unusual. It's so East Side.
Oh, thank you. Do you like our band leader? They call him the Bob Seger of the polka world.
I love that old time rock and roll.
God, he looks like Count Scary.
Everything is just lovely, Marion, and you look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Well, how do you like the band?
Oh, well,
I know, yeah, I thought so too, but Dad says they call Bob Seger the Stan the Man of rock and roll, so...
No!
It's up, Harvey!
Harvey! I'll get him. Orion! Walter just dragged Russell in the men's room. They're locked in there. I think he's gonna kill him.
No, I knew it. Well, I better go see if I'm needed to apply some very extreme unction.
Walter, open up! Remember, he's my son-in-law. Don't worry.
So you're the guy, huh?
Even if he is from the west side. Oh, get out of here, not now.
See, I live here in Hamtramck, and I'm a pretty tough guy. You know what? And I'm supposed to kill you. You know?
Sort of.
Walter, I'll never speak to you again if you do this.
Let me get this straight. On the west side, you don't beat up the guy that marries your high school sweetheart?
Well, no. I don't think we do.
Man, that is so weird.
Oh, thank God the Pope didn't show up.
Your school has a golf team?
We don't get joint medical till the first of the month. Oh, no.
I gotta make it sound like I'm beating you up. Give me a hand.
He was such a nice-looking boy.
Now, you know, I gotta walk out first. You know, to show that I won. You understand?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Hey, you're not a bad guy. You know? You understand? You know, I'm sorry I had to wreck your wedding day. You know, I'm sorry I had to sort of beat you up.
Well, hey, if you want, I'll pull off my tie. I'll mess up my hair. What?
No. You know, it's just that I gotta go out first. You know, I'm sorry I wrecked your wedding day with Marion and her family. I'm sorry I had to. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. It's okay. I don't blame you.
You're okay.
Did I miss the Grand March? I couldn't believe it in there.
Walter, that sounded like quite a battle in there.
Yeah, he's a tough guy for a golfer.
Hey, that was a big thing you just did. The family appreciates it.
Nah, I didn't do nothing.
Walter, thanks. Hey, you want to come back in and join the party?
No, I don't think so, you know. I don't know, you know. I'm gonna go, you know.
Yeah, I know. You know? Well, what have we learned tonight? For one thing, we learned never lock up a men's room very long at an East Side reception, or you could get killed in the stampede. We also learned that, yes, sometimes we do get happy endings in life, even on the East Side. And I think that we understand that our side of town, Hamtramck in this case, remains the bubbling soup that nourishes this city. Oh, sure, the West Side's okay. Hey, they got restaurants. So what? We got party stores. They got Mercedes. We got rusted Camaros. They got night spots. We got bowling alleys. They go in for tennis. We get out to the Silver Dome for a good tractor pull. But no matter how you cut it, keep in mind what Monsieur Cadillac, who founded Detroit in 1701, said when he first viewed that riverfront wilderness. Je suis un charade, mais only soit qui me les pense, which means, hey, the West is less, the East is best. And if you don't believe that, this to you. And that's what we've learned tonight. See you around. That and Hungarians invented the hokey pokey. Hit it, boys!
By McDonald's. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. And by Perry Drugstores. Limousines provided by VIP Limousine Farmington Hills. Quality transportation with professional service. Hotel accommodations were provided by Hotel St. Regis, a classic European hotel in Midtown Detroit.
Got the same story.